Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss on a very important topic of writing skills, that is letter of job application. Students, we will cover in this video cover letter, resume, format and example of how you have to write a letter of job application when you apply for a job. So let's start. Students, there are two components of job application. The first is cover letter and the second is resume. Let's discuss each of them one by one. First of all, I am going to tell you about cover letter. Application for job employment acts as a personal advertisement. Job application contains appeal for the job along with the job seeker's personal data as name, address, qualification and experience. Now I am going to tell you something about resume. A resume is a formal document that serves to show a person's career background and skills. It should be representative of all your personal and professional details in a specified format. It is generally divided into 5 parts. The first is personal details, second one qualifications, the third is experience, the fourth one is references and the last declaration. Now let's discuss the blueprint or marking scheme of the question. There are 3 things. First, format, the second is content and the last is expression. Format carries a weightage of 1 mark and you have to cover all these things in the format, like sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject or you can say heading, salutation and complimentary clause. Then comes content. Content carries a weightage of 3 marks. Then expression. In expression there will be grammatical accuracy, appropriate words and spelling, coherence and relevance of ideas and style. So the total allotment is 2 marks. 1 mark for accuracy and 1 mark for relevance of ideas. So the total marks is 6. Dear students, now let's discuss a solved example. The question is, draft an application and resume for the post of a maths teacher advertised in the Tribune dated 25 March. You are Rishi Alka of 10B Sector 25 Chandigarh. Invent all the necessary details. Now first of all you have to write sender's address. This is written at the top left hand side corner of the page. In recent times there has been a change in the style of punctuation. Dear students, the commas and full stops at the end of lines are omitted. The address can be written as shown here, 10B Sector 25 Chandigarh. Dear students, there is no need to mention sender's name here, and you can see that there are no commas and full stops at the end of lines in the address. I think it's crystal clear. Then you have to leave 1 line. Next comes date. The date is written below the sender's address. One more thing you have to remember, dear students, if you omit commas and full stops in the sender's address, the date also must be written in same manner. As you can see here, March 28, 2000. There is no comma or full stop at the end of the line, as you can see here. Then you have to write receiver's address. The designation of the addressee should be placed on the left one line below the line of date. You can write the principal, the manager, or the director. The name of institution and name of the place should be mentioned. Each line of the inside address begin on the left margin. Here you can see clearly the principal, DAV Public School, Karnal. Then a line should be left. Next comes salutation. The salutation used in formal letters is greeting to the person to whom the letter is addressed. If the letter is addressed to a woman, the form is madam, and if it is addressed to a man, the form will be sir. Again, you have to leave one line. Now you have to write subject. You can write application for the post of and write whatever the post you want to apply for. Now you have to write body of the letter, or you can say content of the letter. The body of a letter is a complex part which contains all the information you want to convey. Generally, the body is divided into 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you have to mention the source from where you got to know about the job, along with the date and advertisement number. Also mention the post you wish to apply for. In paragraph second, you have to mention about your qualifications, achievements, experiences, etc. In paragraph third, you are supposed to make a reference to the resume or curriculum vitae and other detailed documents that you have enclosed. After that, leave one line. Now you have to write subscription or the complementary clause. For this, you have to write yours faithfully, or you can write yours sincerely. Y of yours should be capitalized, and F of faithfully and S of sincerely should be written in small letters. Just below the complementary clause, signature of the applicant must be there, and then mention the name of applicant. Now you have to write sender's resume. In resume, or you can say in biodata, first you have to write the name of applicant, then his or her address, after that date of birth, and then you can write marital status, married or unmarried. Then comes educational qualifications. You have to write the educational qualifications in detail here. You can also frame a table to show the educational qualifications of the applicant, as you can see. Here first you have to make a table in which there are 6 columns. In the first column, you have to mention serial number, as you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then class, 10th plus 2, BSc, MSc and B.Ed. After that, board or university, as you can see CBSE or GNDU. Then the board or university from where the applicant passed his or her degrees or courses. Then year of passing should be written. After that, percentage of marks, and at last subjects can be written, as you can see here: English, Hindi, science, maths, physics, etc. After that, you have to frame one more table in which you will show professional experiences of the applicant. Now you can see there are 4 columns. In first column, write the name of institutions. As you can see here, Maharshi Vidya Mandir Ambala, Sophia Girls School Jaipur, Siddhanath International Ludhiana. So after that, designation of the applicant should be mentioned, and at last salary can also be mentioned in this table. Next comes references. The applicant should mention here the references of the persons where he or she worked in the past. And next point is declaration. You have to declare that the particulars given above are true to the best of my knowledge and belief, and nothing has been concealed or exaggerated. Then at last you have to write the date, place and name and signature of the applicant or job seeker. As written here, date 20th of Feb, place Chandigarh, signature Rishi Joshi. I hope you have got all the points, and I think now you can write job application easily. Thank you so much for watching the video.